Hello there. Hey guys, this is going to be a little bit different video today. Pretty much it's going to be a really chill video. This is something you can play in the background if you want, whatever. But it's probably shouldn't be like an hour, but it's going to be longer. It's pretty much what I bought from Japan recently on my recent submissions. One being a first for me, buying a trophy card. And some people may think this is a semi-trophy card or whatever, but in my eyes, it's a trophy card because it was given out when you won something, a prize, trophy card, whatever. And it's pretty exciting because it's the first time. This was kind of one of those moments of like, okay, am I going to buy it or I'm going to say goodbye to it? Buy or buy, pretty much. So, the price is getting up there. There weren't many left. This isn't the most pristine copy of it, it being, I'll show you later. But anyway, I'm really excited and I wanted to share this little unboxing type of deal. I did open the box already. I won't show my address, but yeah, so it came from Japan, there were just cards, so it was pretty thin kind of box. So it was just, what was it, like maybe 20 cards, some of that sort. I think it was 17 cards. But anyway, I'll show you and I'll go straight into the first one. And like I said, I'm probably not going to do any edits on this video just because it's not going to be, crazy, editing-wise. I'm just going to explain all my orders and why specifically I bought them and how many I bought and how many I have. So first, this is kind of, this is Gobbled Up Pikachu, Swallowed Up or Gobbled Up Pikachu. It came out during 2020, during the Coco release. I think I've explained this before in one of my videos, but Coco, as you can see here by this little stamp, the C and C is Coco in Japanese. But anyway, this was a movie. Kind of think of like Tarzan, but with Pokemon. That's literally what it is. It was a big box. Oh, I don't have it anymore. I had it in here, but I recently shipped it somewhere else. But anyway, it came in a pretty nice box, had a bunch of kind of forest look to it, all green around, and it was a way to, this promo came into a box that you could pre-order your ticket to buy a ticket to see the movie, Coco. It was a really good movie. I suggest anybody watching it. But anyway, this is a promo that came out, and it has seen a reprint, but this reprint, well, it was a reprint in the sense of coming out in different language. I thought this was just going to stay a Japanese exclusive, and to some part it has, but it has seen a Korean print, and it's not as holofoil like this. I think it has the yellow borders around. It's not crazy. It's like the Cosmos foil on the background and everything, but I still, this card retails, first of all, the box sealed retails for about $250, and this card you can find easily for, in Japan, about $150, $120. Some of them I found, sorry, excuse me, some of them I found cheaper. So let me just check out the conditions. Seems like this is pretty good. The foil always kind of throws me off with, I'll just get you in frame. The foil kind of throws me off sometimes because it feels like there's like a, there's like a dip right there or like a bend, but it's actually just the foil. It's very interesting. This looked good. Okay, there is a little bit of as I say that, there's a little bit of an indent right there, so that probably could make it like a 6 or something. There's a little tiny white speck maybe right there, but it could, definitely get the 10. It's just an imprint, just like the armored Mewtwo kind of had imprints. This is kind of have an imprint, but still good. Still gonna grade it. I just love it. So I love this card for multiple reasons. One, obviously, it's a Pikachu promo. Second, it's a Japanese exclusive. Relatively. There's a Korean print and everything, but this looks just so much better in Japanese. But Japanese, somewhat exclusive, did not come over to the English. The two main languages are Japanese and English, and that's all I kind of see. And Korean is kind of in third. As well as, you have, Cramoran. Obviously, a lot of people love Cramoran. But also the expression that Pikachu has on his face. I don't think the expression of like being mad or like, you know, disgruntled. I don't think that's on any other promos. And you know, there could be I don't know. There's collectors for anything, so there could be a mad Pikachu type of collector. But anyway, I just love this. I think it's undervalued, and it just doesn't make sense. It came out in 2020. Box is $250. You get a couple things in the box, but raw copies like this, like I said, go for like $125. It just doesn't make sense to me. So I'm buying up as much as I can. I wish I bought, you know, I continuously bought over a long period of time, but oh man, I gotta check how many of these I have, because I have sold maybe like 3 or 4 of them. Okay, cool. So currently I have 4 of them, 4 PSA 10s, but I would like more. So I got another one, and yeah, it's not breaking the bank. You know, you're not getting like a precious Pikachu, collection box Pikachu, which each one of those are like, you know, $450. 420 now. It's kind of gone down in price, which is nice for the collectors. But anyway, it's not like one of those, and it's just a good thing just to hold and have. It's nothing like the Kanazawa Pikachus where they gave them one at every store. So I will sleeve up all of them real quick. So, like I said, oh man, where did I gotta find my scissors. There you are. Oh, is this already open? Oh, it's already open. No, it's not. So, like I said multiple times before, I made a video on this. I buy from Japan. It's funny, it's a website called From Japan. I buy from them. They're a forwarding service, and I bought for them for a good period of time. Look at that, you can see 20,000 yen, which it was not the price I paid. Did I pay 20,000? I didn't think I did. 20,000 is around 100 or $160, I would say. Okay, maybe this person bought it at 20,000, but then he sold it for less, because I don't think I would have spent, you know, close to 20,000 or $175 on one of these. They are getting they are moving, you know, they're somewhat moving, but they're kind of not tied to any specific set. You know, Coco didn't necessarily come out it did come out in English, but not necessarily. Yeah, so one I bought for 14,000, one I bought for 16, one 15, 16, 16, 16. So yeah, so I didn't spend 20,000. It was more like you know, a 3/4 of that. But anyway, so you know, some people are like, oh, you know, it's been out for you know, it's been out for, what is that, 3 years now? Why hasn't it moved? And it really hasn't. It's kind of stagnated, and those are the kind of products that I kind of look for too, stagnating products, because if the fundamentals are there, it's really just a ticking time bomb to a matter of time before it goes up in value a little bit more. Look at this. Look at that bend. PSA doesn't really mind bends in cards. It just can't make a full bend, you know, a crease, and you can use the light to judge if that is the case. I also, when I'm grading, or not grading, but when I'm going over my cards, I also like to have a microfiber on me, because I don't know if this is controversial or not, but I like wiping off my cards, especially adding a little bit of moisture. There's like you know, some specks right there. You can't even see it, but there's some specks right there, and I could just, you know, wipe it, but what I do is I kind of give a soft kind of breathe on it, give a little bit of moisture, and then I just wipe it off. Because people don't know this, but I mean, I guess a lot of people do, but if PSA finds anything on the card, they mark it as either like dirty or something, where if it's not a gem mint card, like literally gem mint, nothing on the surface, everything, it's not getting the 10. Now, some graders are stricter and some graders are looser with their grading status, but I just don't want to risk that, or I'd rather just, you know, blow on the card and make it as clean as possible. I remember doing that to every single one of my Kanazawa Pikachus, and you know, it is Japanese, really high quality, everything, but it's a method for the madness. I've done certain things. Oh my gosh, please get in there. I've done certain things that I just learned from either watching YouTube videos or just on myself. You know, what I like to do, what I like, what feels right to me with these, you know, with these cards. and what doesn't feel like it's going to damage the card. So I'm going to get a lot more of these. I think these are all gobbled up Pikachus. Yeah, so for those who don't know how forwarding services work, see this little barcode in this. So forwarding services, if you're in Japan or outside of Japan and you want to buy something in Japan and they only ship to a Japanese address, what a forwarding service allows you to do is you can buy it through, think of like literally a sole middleman, that you, as someone over in America, can contact them and like, hey, I want to buy this product. And they're like, okay, cool. I'm going to pay you, and then you're going to buy it, and they're going to hold it, pretty much. And then after this process happens over and over again until this, from Japan has a large amount of quantity of your packages, and then they're like, okay, we're going to charge you X amount. This was 64 or 84. It depends on the number because it's all together. It depends on the weight as well as the size of the box. So mine was around $84 to $64, something like that. Like, hey, okay, you paid it all and you paid the fee. You're going to pay me to ship it to you. I'm like, okay, cool. So I pay them. They ship it to me. That's it. And there's a lot of good things that can come from that, from buying specifically from Japan. Biggest one. If you're buying a really big item, you don't have to pay taxes on it. I mean, I don't want to put on the like, hey, don't pay taxes because the government sucks or whatever. But that saves you a lot of money. If you're spending thousands of dollars on these collectibles, taxes are like some areas 7%. That's and buying anything online, depending on the state that you're coming from, except a few states, literally like 7%. So 7% on what is it on $1,000 is $70. I mean that's nothing to scoff at. I mean that's a large amount of money. That's almost another one of these. But if you buy from Japan, you just pay the fees, and you just pay the shipping. And then you get shipped directly to here, and that's it. The only caveat I would say to that is that if the price of all the items that you bought are over a certain threshold, which is $2,500, if it's over that threshold, then you have to pay a fee. I actually just got it in the mail by FedEx. I specifically use FedEx because literally I've had items that ship literally on like Sunday that I bought. Actually, no, I said, hey, I want to, I pay for the shipping. It takes a few days, but I pay for the shipping, and then literally on Sunday night, and then literally by Tuesday morning, I had the package. Like literally, I say or whatever, but within like 48 hours or 36 hours, it was on my doorstep. I was like, this is unbelievable. It was literally unbelievable. But obviously, in high times of high demand. That can be different. Okay, again, I'm good. Ooh, what did you do? Oh my gosh, that's just a printing defect? Oh, dude, look at this. Looks like a hair right there, but it's a printing defect. I don't know what PSA... Look, there's no scratching. Literally no scratching and no paint marks. It's just a printing defect. I don't know how PSA will... look, it's supposed to look like that. It looks like that. You can barely see that. God, stupid autofocus. That's crazy. I've never seen that before. Still gonna get it graded. I'm really curious of what it could come back as, because PSA doesn't do air packs. What do they do? Air cards. Airs on cards. They don't do that. So that's the first. I bought like 20 plus of these cards. Yeah, I haven't had that one before. And I also own, I think, like 8 sealed boxes of these. I've mentioned this multiple times before, and these videos can really be summed up into like 8 cards. Literally 8 cards. But very rarely if I see value in a card, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to continue to buy it until I don't see any value in it. As an oh my gosh, dude, I hate this. I wish there was a way. Okay, I think next time I'm going to start the video, I think I'm just going to, whatever, I'm just going to ignore it. All right, sweet. So I'm going to see what they will mark this as, an error, or no, PSA doesn't mark it as error, but I wonder if they'll put that as damage or something. I don't know how they grade like printing defects like that. That's cool. Okay, we're almost halfway there. We're actually halfway there on this card specifically. You're gonna get so bored, but continue on the conversation. So I see. Oh my gosh, please rip. I see value in certain cards that it could be because it's a Pikachu promo. It's because it's overshadowed. My biggest thing I see in the market with buying collectibles like this is that there are always going to be items that people either are oversaturated with or are just desensitized of, where people are like, oh, that card, pretty much in their mind, that card's forever going to be around. Like, to give you an example, people are way oversaturated with the Charizard art gallery or art collection card, where it's the holo and it sells for like $15 right now, whatever. And I could see long term that card doing pretty well. In it's definitely not in the next 4 years, but it most definitely can be in the next 5 years, 6 years. We can see 2020 how quickly certain things of these products can just shoot through the roof, especially if there's not a lot of them on the market. I see a little bit of surface scratching on this. Oh, that's unfortunate. I may just sell this as raw. Some cards that don't hit the requirements, like grading requirements or grading minimums that I like to have. But it looks like this surface is just scuffed. Looks like this person put it in a binder or just slid it on their counter and it just got scuffed. So I will sell this raw. Usually when selling raw, I mark it up, 15% than what I bought it, or at least kind of breaking even or going a little bit above. But that is unfortunate. It happens, but that's why I do these inspections, because I want to choose if I want to, continue to grade this card or I just want to sell it raw. Some cards, man, I don't know. Some cards it is worth it to just grade and not selling it raw. This sticker will not come off. I may just keep it in this. You're at a downplay, because if this card gets super popular, raw, it's maybe going to sell for $130, but graded, it's a lot easier to sell. Like I'll pull up, and I know I was kind of diverting from the subject, but I'll pull up what a PSA 9 gobbled up Pikachu, because I think that will get a 9 best case scenario. So a 9 is like $188. Sold to, okay, that's 10, 10, 9. Nope. So 9s very rarely sell. Very rarely sell, because these Japanese cards are so easy to get 10s in. So that's another thing. It could just not be liquid, and you're spending additional $15 to get this graded. Yeah, it's not even, no one has bought a 9 or has come up with a 9 in like 6 months. So sometimes it's not worth it to get stuff graded. I'll still think on that, but I'm definitely going to put it to the side. Some other cards that I've specifically set to the side because they didn't hit my requirements were these. So, these Poncho Pikachus are amazing. I have a lot of them. Well, to an extent, a lot of them. Just certain whitening errors or because of scratching on the surface. That's why I'm not grading these specific ones. Why is this information in there? I don't know. This scratching issue, these are very, this came out in 2018. It's just going to happen over age. This guy, what was it? There's a printing line right there, but it was pretty significant, whatever this was. It was a surface thing. It was like a ding. It was like a pinhole, I think it was. Which those are pretty much, PSA catches. It's like a 6. But anyway, I have people that I sell this to or auction off to and everything. So I kind of don't want to, nobody want to waste their money or waste their time grading something that it comes back a 6, 7, 8, whatever. It is necessary. It is quote unquote like better to grade stuff because it's more liquid. But if you have other sources, like I have a Whatnot streamer that that I sell my raws to, and he can sell them kind of quickly. You put it on auction, sell it off, whatever. I'll probably send those to him. You know, people are buying raw. You know, I'm gonna say like, hey, it's near mint, and all those cards are near mint. It's just a little scratching or whatever. It's not actually damage. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, why would you do that? You know, there's damage. Well, you know, some people can pay for what they want to pay, and you know, just leave me alone, dude. I'm just running a business here. You know, I'm trying to at least get back what I paid for, which was like $120, which isn't hard to do with those cards. Okay, cool. So got that rambling on done. I got two more to go through. We've got so far. Ooh, this one's packed. I always like the Japanese when they do this. The packing is just so cool. You'll see later, like they go through some freaking plastic. I'll tell you what, shipping stuff overseas, they go through some freaking plastic. Okay, let me just open this one too, and hold on, let me start it. So sometimes I gotta restart it because when the video goes on for too long or the specific recording, it starts glitching out for some reason. Oh my gosh, why are you out of the sleeve? Get back in the sleeve, weirdo. Come on. I like doing this method where I hit my palm. Oh my gosh, this thing won't come out. Dude. My dude. Oh my gosh, why would you do that? Get back in there. Oh, this is infuriating. This is not staying in the sleeve. Okay, there we go. Finally. I also, these side loaders. Japanese love side loaders for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe not getting the dust in the case. I don't know why. I think it's just a norm for them to do that. So anyway, last gobbled up Pikachu. Then you can move on to a new card. Ooh, new card. 20 minutes in. But oh man, what was I talking about? I don't even remember. Yes, so selling raw. Sometimes you're going to win, sometimes you're going to lose. I tend to look very closely at my cards, especially if they have really nice pictures online. I do not buy anything like, you know. Oh my gosh, this has the same defect. That is crazy. The same defect. Oh man, I had no idea these had that defect. Well, hopefully that doesn't harm the grade. Man, I have no idea. I had no idea. I've literally been through like 15 of these, and I've never seen a defect before. And I just got 2 of them. Oh, you know what? No, that's not the same defect. Yeah, I've never seen that before. That's crazy. 3 of these were from the same person, so I was wondering if he just sold the ones with the same defect on it. Okay, so. Boom. This one looked pretty good. I didn't even check over it. Hold on, I gotta check I didn't even check over it real quick. Yeah, I think yeah, it was just that defect. Oh well, we'll see how it grades. So that's hand. The only other defect type of thing that was pretty common throughout all cards, and that wasn't damage, was actually during Shining Legends, where that Mewtwo card, and this is specifically English. Japanese does not have this problem usually. I've never seen like actually other than one other card I saw that had kind of like a weird printing defect. It was either they kind of they splattered paint on it, or it was a printing defect. I just don't know. It was just such microscopic. And when you're dealing, oh look, a top loader. Wow, that's pretty rare. And when you're looking at what was I going to say? So yeah, when you're looking at it, it looks like it was just like a a paint splatter thing, but it most definitely could be from the factory. Oh my gosh, I don't want to. See, I tend to like push it up a little bit, but you don't want to do it as much so it would bend the card or something. This is a thick sleeve, man. Usually they don't put it in this thick of a sleeve. Japans have some nice sleeves. I got some the other day that were just crystal clear, like little. Oh, it's from Card Rush. For those who know what the Japanese website Card Rush is, it is awesome. Oh my gosh, look, there's another printing defect. That's crazy. That The left line right there. I don't know how easily you can see that, but that's a printing defect as well. That's crazy. Maybe this guy literally had these 3 printing defects, and he's like, he bought it from the store or whatever, and he's like, oh crap, I better get rid of these fast. And you know how I buy things from Japan? Yes, from the store, but also from anything, Mercari, whatever. Is that I don't try to get the cheapest of the cheapest rate. I try to go in the middle of the road rate, because I know Japanese, unless this is the only unless it's super modern like this, where it's within the last 2 years and there's just such an abundance of it, where probably Japanese people haven't had time to search for what's a good card, what's a bad card, because in general they're all kind of good cards. Okay, so we got 5 out of 6 cards. We're good to grade. Besides those 3 defects, that's crazy. 3 printing defects. Okay, so next card. Oh boy, card number 2. 30 minutes in. No, I'm just kidding. I am gonna open this guy up because I just love it. Oh man, I accidentally clicked it. Dang it! I didn't need to do that. Okay, hopefully it didn't do it. Yeah. So this card's awesome. This, for those who don't know, I talked about it earlier, but this is the actual promo that came in the box. I'm not going to do that yet. So this came out in the box, the Kanazawa ceremony box, or Kanazawa celebrations box, or this came out in 2020. Again, 2020. These are one of the 2 big cards that came out in 2020 as in promos. Yeah, Japanese exclusive promos. But anyway, this was in a box that when it first came out, it sold out instantly. And it was on eBay. I remember it was on eBay for almost $600. I think it was selling at $600, a little bit above. And now you can find them like half that price. $300 to $350 pretty much. Well, it's breaking on $350 to $400. But anyway, for a long period of time, it was like $300, $350. But yeah, so these were crazy priced for a long period of time, and I mean they have a lot of stuff in them. They have this. They have these are 3 promo cards. 3 promo cards that came in here. They have this unique kind of shimmering pattern. But anyway, came with a ton of packs, and they did this because they were celebrating the opening of the Kanazawa Pokemon Center, and I think this is one of the most beautiful promos that we've ever gotten. Especially from a Pokemon opening, and a lot of people will scoff at that or whatever, but I truly feel that these are just beautiful. I put my money where my mouth is, and I have oh my god, my eyes, I just shimmered mine in my own eyes. Alright, so let me put down these 2, but this is okay, so we got Pikachu, we got Milotic, but then I'll put down and I'll reveal the 3rd one in a second. So these are straight from the pack. They don't need to be wiped off or anything. They're pretty much flawless. The only thing that can get you is the centering, and the centering is a little bit off. Left to right, that could be a 9, could be a 10. I don't know. I'm not a PSA grader, but my money would be on a 10. But, you don't want to have the, I guarantee this is a 10. 9 is the norm, 10 is the exception. But with a lot of my cards, do get 10s. I've gotten submissions that are almost 100% 10s. Okay, here we go. Good old Milotic, and as you can see, there's a good old Sobble boy. But yeah, so I feel that this release was one of the most beautiful as an artwork kind of releases. And it's just so great. This specific artwork. I just love it. These don't go for much, the Milotic and the Sobble, because the box is like $450. Usually the box kind of has the max value of what you can get from these outside of grading. The Pikachu graded is like almost $400, and these are like, this one's probably like $60 if you get a 10. That one's like almost $100, whatever. But they aren't really worth it to sell right now. I did sell quite a bit of them. I kind of regret it, but I didn't need the money, but I wanted to put it in other things. And they were in the collection for a long period of time, and I just kind of wanted to get things moving. But yeah, so that is the Kanazawa Pikachu box. Those are the promos from it. And again, I just love and adore these cards. I wanted to get some more graded. I found it a good deal. So okay, next one. Oh, new card. Oh, crazy. I'm gonna go crazy on this one. You know what? I'm gonna spoil you with this guy. This guy is amazing. Oh, this is an extremely hard card to find, in like mint condition. This is from 2017. One of the oldest cards that, well, it's kind of the middle of the road actually from all the other cards that I got from this. But this is the Easter Pikachu card. There hasn't ever been, or probably never will be, another Easter Pikachu. Look at this. Look at this boy. Look at this sleepy boy. That's awesome. I like collecting the unique sleeves that Japanese people send me cards, but these are extremely hard to find in mint condition. This definitely could not be in mint condition. But it looks like it. Oh my lord. So these specific cards, I'm gonna put this in my collection over there. These specific cards, you really want to spend higher than the market value. Oh my gosh, this is flawless. Dude, okay, there's a tiny peephole right there. Tiny. Look at that. Dude, flawless. Oh, I see a finger mark right there. Dude, okay, how can you not look at this card and like, oh my god, that's adorable. It's Pikachu, a female Pikachu. There's a butt. A female Pikachu. And it is from the era of Poncho Pikachus. It's from the era of it's from the Sun and Moon era. And somewhat of the Poncho Pikachus, yes, were X and Y. Yes, they were. But anyway, I just absolutely adore this. I have this. Oh man, this looks like a PSA 10. I forgot what I paid for this. I'll look in a second. But again, this is another one of my go-to cards. These are sunsetting and have sunset for a while, meaning that you just cannot find them. You just cannot find them in mint condition. And honestly, they should be a lot higher in price than they are with rarity, in terms of rarity. As in mint copies, there's just not a lot of them. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. You're gonna hear me saying that for a while for all this video. Oh my goodness, I love this. I try to take a microscope to the pictures I see online. If I even get a hint of the Japanese people, like, you know, trying to hide something, like, okay, I'll give you an example. And it's specifically on the back. So if they have the front picture, okay, cool, four corners, boom, 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 boom. They look great. If they go to the four corners and they do this, they literally take a picture like this, I'm going to be like, no, skip. Because what they're trying to do, there's going to be, more than likely, there's tons of whitening on the top, and they just hide it with a glare. They're like, Or, what's amazing, oh my gosh, this is top quality Japanese, this is sarcastic, top quality Japanese doings, is they you know, no glare, you know, let me get this out of here, no glare on the card, but they have a white background. If you see white, frickin' run, okay? They are trying to hide whitening with these cards. Oh my gosh, this is not even focused. Whitening on these cards are very hard to see when it's a white background. So when they have a white background like this, or yeah, when they have a white background like this, they're trying to hide. I would say maybe 75% of the time they're trying to hide something, or they do this number. Boom! I guarantee there's whitening in this top area because they're trying to hide it. So just little things I've noticed over a long period of time on buying from Japan that are things that you have to look out for, especially on Mercari Japan. You know, those are a little bit, I would say, younger sellers, and I don't know. I can't say much because I've never met a seller that I bought from, but you know, Mercari is a young person kind of site. Comparatively, and I guess it's hobbies, a young person kind of site. But if you're talking about like a card shop, they're going to tell you, okay, this is A quality, this is B quality, C quality, D quality. What that means is that A quality, or I think it's AAA, or you know, AAA or whatever, meaning that it's pretty much flawless. They say like a PSA 10 pretty much, and they guarantee, like, by their word, this is this quality, this is this condition it's in. These people, they could say, hey, I took a picture, you know, this is my card, see pictures, buy with your own discretion, only used for playing. And that's a way of, you know, getting out of all situations. If they say it's a beauty product, then it's in good condition. That's a key word. Beauty product. They think it's near mint or mint. But if they say, use it for play, take that as a discretion. It still can be in really good condition, but you just have to look a little bit more and kind of raise a little bit more flags. Now, that's not me saying if they say that, that's a bunch of red flags. It's definitely not, but it's something to look out for. Okay, so next series of cards. Look at the freaking glare. The Pikachu Gold Box promos. I wish I kind of jumped on these sooner. I bought 2 from this guy. I wish I kind of jumped on these sooner because I didn't know how much they would rise in value. Or I guess at the time. So there's a bell curve with this type of product. When it first, especially in nowadays, there's a bell curve. When the product is just announced, like MSRP, it starts here. When it gets trends of everybody else, it shoots up. And then it sells there for a long period of time. And then people, when there's new product coming out or whatever, it goes back to MSRP or a little bit above. It's usually never, straight from MSRP. It's usually a little bit above, but it's back from that steep curve. So you want to kind of buy it in this area. I think whenever I notice these, I don't really buy them at MSRP because I can't. I mean, yeah, the Pokemon Center and everything, but usually it's bought it up or bought out or whatever. But usually I'm looking at prices like this tippy top. I'm like, I don't even want to touch that. And it's not until like a year later or something that it comes out like, oh, that's a pretty good price, especially at the PSA 10 version of it. So that's kind of where I'm at. And again, this isn't a Japanese exclusive. Look how freaking, you're blind. This is like I said, gold box. As you can tell, it's all gold. And it's it was part of the celebrations, 25th anniversary. Super cool box. I never bought any, like I said, but I'm buying them now. So they did have a Pokeball that came out with this one. But I'm like, rather have the Pikachu, honestly. I did grade 2 recently. One got a 9, one got a 10. And I didn't know that PSA wouldn't mark off for this. But if you look back here, does this one have it? Yes, it does. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this. Can you see that? Look at those bends. See that bend right there? And see that right there? And see right there? You know what that is? That's his freaking body. This printing, how they printed this card, I don't know how they did it. But it printed in a way that it did literally print, like it kind of damages the card. But PSA does not, I guess, I thought mine were for sure going to get like 7s. But one got a 9, I think because of the scratching. But one got a 10. And I was like, oh, okay, they don't see that as damage. And I guess it's just because of the process of it printing. And so this, I think, first of all, it blinds you. But it looks really cool in a slab. It's all gold, looks quality. Like, oh my gosh, I can never get over Japanese quality. I will die at my bedside saying that. I will, put all my money in Japanese because I freaking love Japanese. Oh my gosh, I am in multiple different hobbies. So obviously I'm in Pokemon, but also I'm into vinyl records because I love music, came from a music background, as in like elementary, middle school, whatever. Played clarinet, played alto saxophone, and I love fidelity type of music. And super cool process of music, of making music, printing music on a vinyl record is so cool to me. Literally small micro grooves in this disc that, because the needle is vibrating left, right, and if it's quadraphonic, it moves in 4 directions. But because of that, But because of that, it distinguishes, okay, this sound is on the left channel, this sound is on the right channel, and then it puts it out to the receiver or whatever. So saying all that, that's why I like records and collecting and music head or whatever. But the Japanese, their vinyl records are called obis. Obi is meaning slash, meaning on a record, which is a 12 by 12 pretty much, that has a disc in it. But on the record, their advertisement would be this sash, kind of like straight down, which kind of tells about the record, gives the price, and just tells just a little like cute little information. And there's collectors for that because it's just very unique, very, very unique. And once you see it, you're like, oh yeah, that's an obi, that's a sash. And the Japanese, they just they only use virgin vinyl, which virgin vinyl means it's never been pressed before. It's pure. And some people, the cracks and the skips or whatever that you hear on records, the cracks and that kind of stuff, that's usually an after effect of non-virgin vinyl. It's been recycled. But they strictly only use virgin vinyl, and their cutting process of cutting the grooves into the disc is superior. So, and they use nowadays they use 250 gram discs, meaning they're just thicker. But Japanese has always been always kind of only used that. And so a lot of my music, a lot of the higher end type of higher end prices for discs and everything. The Obis, the Japanese versions, are always more expensive because audiophiles know that they're going to get a superior sound, superior mix, and it's just how it is. So I kind of translated that to Japanese, where I'm like, or to Pokemon, where I'm like, I just want to collect Japanese. I just love, you can see on my shorts that I did a thing back in the day, back in my day, back in 2020, 2021, well, 2019 to 2021, people didn't collect Japanese. They only went out of English, and that was mainly due to the fact that English was stonking and all that kind of crap. But it was mainly because of the money. The money was going up crazy high in English, and really the synopsis back then, like, hey, if you can't afford the English, buy the Japanese. That's what it was. Japanese collectors like myself, I was like, awesome. That I'm just gonna collect Japanese. But now it's right on its head. I remember on a Facebook group where I was looking for a Japanese card, or I was selling Japanese or whatever, and some people, don't even touch Japanese. And their main reason why I should have looked at this. Yeah, it's good. It's dandy. It's good. The main reason why they don't buy Japanese or get into Japanese, because you can buy Watsu stuff, is significantly less priced in Japanese than English. But the main reason, besides the whole non-stonking and everything, was, why would I want to buy a card I can't even read? God, that is so cringy nowadays when you think of it. I don't pull out my Pokemon cards and like, oh man, I want to... Just for the meme. Oh, I want to read. Okay, what's the attack? Okay, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. The attack doesn't freaking matter. I'm here, and a lot of us here are for the artwork, for the aesthetic of a Pokemon card. The aesthetic, because we're collectors. We're not TCG players. I mean, yes, I don't want to group everybody together, but I'm most definitely a collector, not a TCG player. But I'm just not there for that. I'm there for the look. And I'm there for the original, how it was intended to be distributed. Meaning, this is kind of ties back to my music and to the vinyl record stuff. I buy vinyl records because those artists, they made music based upon their knowledge of, okay, this is going on a tape and this is going on a record. Meaning that, Led Zeppelin 4, they put together that album specifically to be played from the A side to the B side, all the way through. They're not doing this dummy like, okay, I want to play track 1, I'm going to play track 4, I'm going to play track 12. No, it was the needle dropped on the record, front, A side, flipped, bravo side. That's it. How I translate, and that's another thing of why I love vinyl records. I don't collect vinyl records of nowadays artists because they weren't designed to be played on a record. That's the whole argument. But how I translate it anyway, besides the point, how I translate it to Pokemon, these Pokemon cards, they were designed in Japanese. How they look, how it's structured, how it's said, all this, designed original in Japanese. There's English is kind of an afterthought. If you think, or English takes it kind of as an afterthought, a lot of their cards, where you have cards that the English literally runs on to the character that you can barely read the other part. Like, they'll have a character's whatever face right here, and then something will go up here, where the Japanese just go boop, and that's it. Where the English goes all the way across, and it's kind of like conflicting with the character. That was not the original design of that card. And like I said before, I don't care that I can't read the card. Oh, boo-hoo, I can't read the card. You know what's cool? We live in the 21st... Okay, my phone's right here. We live in the 21st century that I can take a picture of this card and it can translate for me. I'm like, okay, cool, that's what it says. I can do that. Boom, easy as that, Yeah, so that's that subject. So hold on real quick. Again, I have to start with each video because my camera will start... shooting in like 4 FPS. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this case is pretty cool. A lot of Japanese people use it for high-end cards. This isn't really super high-end. This is maybe a couple $100. But I have tons of these. So this is cool. It's like an interlocking kind of type of thing, like a little puzzle. A little easy puzzle for like kindergartens. But anyway, that's super cool. Keeps it really nice. I have 2 of them here. But this is the second from last one of these, and again, I just love the aspects of the card. Yeah, old gold card. Some people kind of draw connections between all gold cards and rainbow rares, where if you take a foot back, you can't really distinguish between each gold kind of card. I see the argument, but not really. I just like the glimmering, shimmering of this card, and being a 25th anniversary card. Look at any 20th anniversary card. Look at any of those cards. See what they did. They only went up. And, I'm a business. I see value. I buy. I'm not here, as a big old mean business that I'm only buying stuff and taking away from the collectors or whatever. I collect myself. It's very hard. It's very hard to be a collector and a businessman at the same time, because I absolutely love these cards. I don't want to let them go. I'll tell you a story. I just recently... delisted my Munch Pikachu, and thank God that I did. But what happened was someone bought my Munch Pikachu for $24.99. I guess I didn't take in consideration, because I recently got a PSA 10 of it. I was like, oh my gosh, I was over the moon of it. And I guess it didn't occur to me how actually rare that card, not rare, but how hard it is to get a PSA 10, especially nowadays, and how I think if I didn't, oh no, stop that. What did I buy? Whoa, what the heck? I actually don't know what this is. But if I didn't grade it, I probably wouldn't buy it again. I probably would buy it again, because I was trying to do I'm trying to do this cool thing where it's like a framing project where I take all the Munch cards, I put them in a frame, and I put it in my house. I think they look really cool together, and that's kind of a goal that I'm going to do later on. I don't know what those are, but I actually don't know what those are. But anyway, I saw it and it was sold, but it wasn't unpaid for, as in it didn't get paid for yet. I was just hoping and praying that it just did not get paid for, because at the time I was second cheapest, and sometimes that happens. Like when I listed it first, there was a couple of them at $2,000. I was like, okay, it's going to take a while to $2,400. But I underestimated the Japanese market and how crazy, especially the Chinese people coming into the game now, of how crazy they want these cards. And so prices can shoot up. And if your card is the cheapest, you're either A, going to get offers, and then it's kind of like early warning signs, and then you're like, okay, crap, I got to take it down or increase the value, or it's just going to get bought up and you can't do anything about it. I've had that done multiple times. Okay, what is this guy? Oh, taupe. Okay, cool. Awesome. I wanted some of these. I didn't think I bought it. Maybe he just included it just to be nice, just to be a nice little fella, Japanese fella. I love these. So this is the illustrator. Sorry, I'm going to a completely different subject, but this is the illustration contest 2022. These were the winners. I think it was internationally. You could choose to, do artwork, and that's awesome. You get 3 of them, and Greninja's the last one. It's a cool artwork. And then Arcanine, obviously. And that is awesome. So these 3 cards were printed, finally printed. They were printed in Japanese and printed in English. I didn't pick up the English one because, stupid bots. It's just the same thing, especially with Pikachu, or especially with Charizard, where bots buy, sign up for all the different emails and then gets botted out, and I can buy it. It's definitely cheaper, yes. But I just hate the yellow borders. I really do, with strong passion. These, come on. You got the silver, 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 silver. Come on. No. I'm not going to buy the inferior ones in my eyes. If I'm going to have them in a collection piece, hell, I'm just going to get it like that. And I am going to grade these cards, because I do not, these are the only ones I have in my collection. And I think these are awesome. There are tons of them out there, yes, but I don't really care. I just want a pair for my collection. But anyway, so super cool. Let's see if I can even remember what I was even talking about prior. I think I was talking about English versus Japanese, why I collect Japanese. But that's pretty much the gist of it. I don't care that I can't read the card. I do care about the illustration because, again, at the end of the day, these are pieces of cardboard that has pretty pictures on it, and that sells for a lot of money. And, I don't want to collect anything that I don't find value or beauty in. So, all right, let's see what this is. Is this, what is this? Oh. Okay. That's cool. He just threw these free promos in. Are you serious? Dude, what a nice guy. Did I seriously? Hold on, I gotta check real quick. First of all, I forgot to say what prices I paid for all these because I have it pulled up. Okay, cool. Okay, so I did buy this. And I did buy the gold Pikachu, but I did not have these in the order. He just included them. What a nice guy. These are super cheap, but I don't care. What a nice dude. So, okay, let's go to the Easter Pikachu. Easter Pikachu I bought for 17,777 yen, which that's about $150. That is a phenomenal price for the condition that I was in. That wasn't top of the market. That was just first to market. Not first to market. That's a different term. But what it is, oh my gosh, you won't believe. So I just recently bought 100 of these, a straight 100 of these. And yeah, I guess I just I think I really wanted the Pikachu, and this was kind of like a bonus. I'm like, okay, cool. But these are, I think in the future, these are just going to be phenomenal to grade, because they're going to have a lot of people that are coming into Pokemon, and they are, they weren't around for Sun and Moon, weren't around for X and Y, weren't around for Black and White, weren't around for Sword and Shield, but they were around for Scarlet and Violet, and these are the 3 stars of Scarlet and Violet. So I think this is a really beautiful card. Great illustration. They did come out with the Chinese variant. They came out with the English variant, but I think the Chinese or the Japanese is the best. Actually, did they even come out with the English? Eventually they will. 100% eventually they will. But if you look at the prices of they did the same thing with Sword and Shield, where they had Pikachu and then Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble jumping out. But if you look at the prices of those 2 different ones, the English variant is probably just going to come with a shitty, sorry, excuse my language, but it's going to be a really crappy box. Where Japanese, I think these were given out, either you had to buy something from the Pokemon Center, or it was some type of game that you had to get it with. I think it was the first one I said. So, really cool. Again, add to the collection. Okay, next one. I think I'm down to my last 4. So, boom! Look at this. Look at this beauty. Those who do not know this, let me just get a good old. I can't do 4K, because my phone explodes. But look at this beauty. Let's get this light over here. Look at this shebang. Look at that. This is a 1 of 4 Battle Festa cards. Not Fiesta. I used to say Fiesta. Cringe. Battle Festa cards. Has Lunala, has Solgaleo, and obviously Pikachu. I got lucky. I got really lucky. Not in this specific one, because this was somewhat high in value, but really I got lucky when the 2014s Festas, because those are the second most expensive ones. The most expensive is the 2016, actually, which is the 20th anniversary, which, believe it or not, it's like $11K. It's crazy priced. And it's just the 20th anniversary. It has the first generation starters on it. Just amazing. These were given, I'm fairly certain, free. Fairly certain these were given free at the event. But this looks really good condition. Like, again, I did not pay dirt cheap for this. Oh, no. Okay, there's a little bit of scuffing. Yeah, there's a little bit of scuffing on it. Scuffing. That's unfortunate. Yeah, there's a little bit. So this is going to get a 9. Yeah. Or I'm just not going to grade it. Man, it's a Battle Festa card, though. It may come back an 8. I think either a 9 or an 8. My money is on an 8, honestly, because that mark's pretty bad. See right there? That mark's pretty bad. I got to think on that. But, oh, man. Yeah, I didn't pay dirt cheap for this. Usually it works out where, it's... Let's see, do I have to wipe? I probably should wipe off something already. But these are just, again, just like the Easter Pikachus. I mean, this isn't quote crazy enough. These are harder to find. These, as well as the 2014s, are harder to find than the other ones. Than the 2015, and this one is the cheapest. But which, I don't know, you just can't find them in Japan anymore. Okay, I paid 31,000 yen for this, so like $250, something like that. In a 10, I think it's like $500 or something. In a 9, it's probably $300. So, yeah, probably now for this, but, it was my last shot of getting a really good quality one, but, I mean, this is still 2017. 2017, how many years ago was that now? 6 years ago? Dude, time passes so quickly. So that's unfortunate. I probably will sell that raw, or just keep it in my collection. I'll do something with it, or I'll just send it to my, usually high-end stuff doesn't go super well with whatnot. Usually if it's between $1 and $100, it usually goes really well, or it's modern, very, very modern, that everyone knows the value of it. It does really, really well. But other than like super niche stuff, like this is beautiful. Maybe this is a whatnot thing, but that's a pretty high price for just a raw card. So and niche thing. I could see this is maybe a niche. So, man, I just may grade it just to get the liquidability of it. I'll look at the prices, look at my cost basis, and see if it's worth it. But right now it's put to the side, sadly. So that's two cards so far. That's a hit and a miss. It's a hit and a miss. Okay, second to last package. This actually comes with 2 cards in it. Lucky you. I am not too confident with this because this seller, I don't know. It's getting a little bit more, not sketchy, but a lot more like harder to find good cards because of, first of all, the Japanese are grading a lot of things. The Chinese are grading a lot of these. They don't put it in binders. They specifically just grade. Okay. What in the world? How do you open this? Oh boy, I didn't mean to show you the picture. Okay, I think it's oh yeah. So I would say that's another red flag. Some would say this is like super good, like packing wise. Is this just one card? Oh my gosh, did I just buy? Okay, this is just one card. I think because I just paid a lot for it. So this is another Battle Festa, and you probably already saw it. Oh my gosh, can I get this out? Okay, look at this. Battle Festa 2014. This is the most expensive, second most expensive Battle Festa card. Look at this. They double sleeved it. Yeah, they double sleeved it. Boom. And then the up top one. These are also very, very hard to find. Extremely hard to find in mint copies. Look at that, black and white. Oh my goodness. Okay, okay. First impressions. Usually you want to go straight to the back because that's usually where the damage is. Holy cow. Are you serious? Bruh. It is mint. Okay, that makes up for the 2017 Festa. These are getting a lot more harder to find. Okay, I'm going to put the collection. These are getting a lot more harder to find. And I spent... This is well, first of all, let me do my preparations. Don't want to sneeze and bend the card. That would be terrible. Again, this is from 2014. Isn't it crazy that a 2014 card is in better condition on average than a 2017 card? I don't know. That's just my view. All my Battle Festas, 2014, I think except one, has been mint. Like, really mint. And I think that's just because I just pay over market. And the Japanese seller is like, okay, great. I pretty much pay for a PSA 9. That's what I do. Oh my god, what did I do? Did I really just... No, I didn't. I try to put a raw card in a semi-sleeve. How cringe would that be? Boom. Beauty. Beautiful. Let me just give you a little close-up. Get you a little close-up on this. Let's pull this back a little bit. Boom. Look at that. Sylveon. A lot of people love this Ghastly. I think this is the Mega Ghastly. Or sorry, what am I saying? Ghastly. It's Haunter. Is it? Am I retarded? Yes. No, it's Haunter. Haunter. No, it's not Haunter. Oh, Gengar. Oh my gosh. Duh, Gengar. This is the Gengar Mega. I think it is. Because in 2014 they did the Megas and everything. This is a beaut. This is a beaut. Okay, cool. Going in plastic, and then going in plastic forever. So PSA 10. This will be my third PSA 10, and it's just crazy because I just started grading these. Again, I pay over market. That's all I do. I paid. Let me get you that number real quick. This is nice. This is a nice little contraption. Boop. That's cool. Okay, so what did I pay for this? I paid Oh yeah, he increased. Oh man, before I could buy it, he increased it by like $10. That's fine. I paid 60,000 yen for it. 60,000. I paid, I think, 20,000 less than what it's going for now because of the price increase. So 60,000, 450 times 0.0074. I paid almost $500. I paid $450 for this card, and which is, you'd think, oh my god, that's so expensive. Blah blah blah, dude. In the PSA 10, I mean, it's a big risk, obviously, but in PSA 10, it's going for $1,000. So double my money, pretty much. If I get 10s, double money. If I don't get 10s, it's break even. So it's like, you know. Okay, so last card. This is a card that I've been wanting forever, and I've been eyeing forever, but I never pulled the trigger. I pulled the trigger finally. It is a card from, oh crap, okay, cool. From 2007. It is a prize card, or a trophy card. It costs thousands of dollars. And a 10 costs tens of thousands. Well, not tens of thousands of dollars yet, but thousands of dollars. It is the Mysterious Pearl. For those who do not know, they were a set of 3 cards, prize cards, trophy cards, for the winners, and for the runner-ups, and for the regionals, and for everybody in between. For this event during the Diamond and Pearl era, which again is 2007. 2007 was almost, what is it, 7 years, no, 14, oh god, I can't do math. Oh god, was that 14 years ago? I can't do math, simple math. 16 years ago. 16, almost 17 years ago. people. So there's 3 versions. There's the Mysterious Pearl. There is the Diamond, which is the can't do editing, so I can't even. The Mysterious Pearl. There's another M, isn't it? Something. The Miraculous Diamond. The whatever, and then the Wonder Platinum. Oh, why would I do that? Wonder Platinum, Miracle. There it is, Miracle Diamond. And there's another M. So Mysterious Pearl, Miracle Diamond, Wonder Platinum. All of them kind of the same design, but if you see, look in the background. It's not just this amulet that has. Look at the energies around it. Super cool. But look at this. It's Palkia. Palkia behind the pearl. Palkia is in this one. Dialga is in the Miraculous Diamond. Did I just say that right? Miraculous? No, it's not Miraculous. Man, I keep forgetting. Whatever. The Diamond, and then the Wonder Pearl has, I think it's Arceus. I think Arceus. No. It has a Dialga. No, I said that right. Man. Pearl. Messing up. So Mysterious Pearl. I said all of them correctly, but I think it's not Palkia, not Dialga, but the big worm-looking guy, Giratina. I think it was Giratina. There we go. I don't need the internet. All right, so these specifically came out, like I said, during the Diamond and Pearl. Awarded this Pearl was awarded the top 3 competitors from each age division in each of the regional Japanese Battle Road Spring 2007. This was held between March and April 2007. An event also took place between November 2007 and January 2008, the Winter Challenge event. In both of these, this was given out if you won that. In order to progress to the premier stages, players had to attain 7 stamps in their battle passport. The single stamp was earned by achieving a 2-match winning streak. However, a 2-match win or a loss at any stage required players to queue for the event again. For each 3 stamps earned in this way, players were also awarded time-space distortion. Details of the event, the card was at below. So, again, 2 different ones. People speculate that there was about, 500 to 1,000 of these given out. So it is not super rare. It is the lower end tier. So, again, thousands instead of tens of thousands. But again, it is rare. It's a great addition to the collection, and I'll show you. It's in the raw, because I don't feel as intimidated comparatively to those Pikachus. So just give it up here. So as you can tell, all around the sides, it is holographic all around the sides, but also on the. Let's see if I can get it to do it, because sometimes the holographic is just a little bit. So on the pearl itself, it has holofoil. It's hard to kind of see. Let's see. Maybe you gotta do it sideways. But on the pearl itself, it has a holographic on it. You can't even. Ugh. But on the, you'll have to believe me. I don't know why it's not doing it. On the pearl itself has holographic. So that's the same with the Miraculous Diamond. I keep saying that. It's not Miraculous Diamond. I may just rewind my video to see what it is. There's not those, but and then the Wonder Pearl all have this amulet, but Diamond has the Diamond. Wonder Pearl is just or Wonder Platinum is just platinum. So I'm super excited that I got a hold of this finally. A PSA 10 version of this. Right now, the cheapest, I think it's like 6K, something like that, 7K. And I wanted to, and a PSA 9 was around like, what was it, like 4K, 3K or whatever. But, these cards can go up pretty fast, pretty quickly. This one is off-centered, you know, but I've seen 10s have this centering before. So who knows? Who knows? Maybe it'll get a 10. Maybe it'll still get a 9. My money's on the 9. But even if it gets the 9, you know, I love it. Oh, look at this too. I think this is like "you are a winner" or something. Winner. I don't know what that says on the bottom. I think there's a translation right here. Here we go. Yeah, look at all your face-down prize cards. You may choose one Pokemon you find there. Show it to your opponent and put it in your hand. If you do, put this card as a prize card face up instead of discarding it. So that's what all that text says. I don't know what this specific text says on the bottom. Oh, the gold foil stamp below text reads Pokemon Trading Card Official Card Game Tournament Award. So super cool. Again, I'm so happy to have acquired this. A long time coming. I was looking for a long time, and you know, I think the boat of Diamond and Pearl promos is definitely fading, definitely going away. And just some people think this is ugly, but I very much like it. So let's see if I can get that shimmer. Anyway, it's hard to shimmer things on when you have one light source. Anyway, so thank you guys for sticking here and you know, you have this on the background or whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to go through my process of what I buy, what I send off to grading in my process. So we had some really good cards, really great cards, and thanks for being with me. Thanks for coming along this journey. I'll probably watch this in the future along with you to revisit this whole event that I had. But oh, I love this. Last 10 seconds, I'm just admiring this card. Love it. See you guys.